he's 12 years old when his mother is killed. How he's told about his mother's death is that his father, then Prince Charles, comes into his room early in the morning and says, something terrible happened. There was an accident. Your mother didn't make it. Then there's a few moments of awkward silence. And finally, Charles touches Harry on the knee and says, but it'll be okay, and leaves the room. And this is how this 12-year-old was told. Nobody held him. Charles himself was only doing what happened to him. When Queen Elizabeth went on an international 4 or 5 month royal tour, leaving the 5-year-old kid behind, when she returned to England, she greeted him by shaking his hand. And what I said to Harry was that even animals hold and touch their kids, their infants. Mammals, that's what they do. Because mother rats, when the baby is born, they lick their babies. And the way the mother rat licks the baby, this has been shown in laboratory, influences the brain development of the child. And those babies that get the right kind of licking, it's called grooming, they have better brains as adults. Premature infants used to be put in incubators and nobody used to touch them. Then it was found out that if just by stroking their backs 10 minutes a day, that promotes healthy brain development. And the great British American anthropologist Ashley Montagu wrote a book called Skin, The Human Significance of Touch. So I was saying that touch is important. You're not being held and not being touched was a deprivation. And I said mammals, monkeys. You know what happens when a baby elephant is born? This is fascinating. The mother, I read this in the book called The Evolved Nest, for which I wrote the preface by a wonderful psychologist called Darcia Narvaez. When an infant elephant is born and the mother goes into labor, all the other mother elephants stand around in a circle. When the infant plops on the ground, they all stroke them with their trunks. So touch and being held is so important for mammals. And I was saying, animals do that. This journalist, who I don't know what she was listening to, I said the royal family treats like kids like animals. I said, no, I wish they'd had. So, I mean, the distortion is just laughable if I hadn't taken it so personally.